Right. So this week we shipped the weekly analytics report finally, and I'm super excited about it. We've also redesigned the post production view, and I think we're finally working towards that UX shift that I have in mind for a couple of weeks. And we have some nice changes and philosophic challenges with AI tools this week. So, iced coffee, let's go. All right, let's dive right in. Weekly reports. Now, you'll get an email if you're on the pro plan or in the trial, you'll get an email every Monday with your report for the last week, but you'll also find it in the analytics section. If you click here, and then you'll have a table. And let me show you the insights that you'll be getting. You'll be getting the total impressions, of course, engagement rate, all the good stuff. And then you will get a rundown on every single post and how it's been performing and how good it's been and the learnings that you can take from that. There'll be some quick wins and some pitfalls, like generally overall posts for this week, and a couple of recommended tests that you can run. And all of this will come right into your inbox. And you can also always review that here. And seriously, those insights, the quick wins, tests, pitfalls, and so on, they're amazing. Now, while we're at it, let me show you something else. You can now search through all your posts right here in analytics. This is really cool if you're running a couple of tests and you write about similar stuff multiple times and you want to know how they compare to each other, right? So quite mighty, that one. And another really big UX update that we did is for the post-production. You might already see it. We used to have tables here, and now we've got these cards and Kanban-style design. Thought behind it is to make it like super, super clear what you actually need to work on and what's good to go. So in the top section here, these are the posts that are written for you where we have generated the drafts. So all you have to do with the blue ones is edit, schedule, and you're good. And with the orange ones, these are post suggestions. So they are usually quite quick, right? You can just see, okay, this sounds like something that I would want to write about. This sounds like something that I would want to write about. So you just accept those, and then they'll move into the production queue. If you want to go deeper, click on the three dots, click on preview, and then you can see the full post briefing that we generate. And you can also add more stuff here or check stuff here if you like. Now, whatever you accept, let me accept this one as well, will show up here in the AI progress swim lane. And every hour, every 2 hours, the AI will go out and look if we've got anything in there and then start writing it for you. The reason why we are doing this, though, is that I had this revelation, right? So this application should not feel like a software. It should feel like you're managing a team, you're managing a process, and you've got like guys, in this case, AI guys, working for you and doing the stuff. And you just go in, you give feedback, you give a little bit of input, you give a little bit of direction, and you're managing a process. Which is why I think this switch to swim lanes and cards makes a lot of sense UX-wise. Think of like Trello and stuff. Like this is kind of the tools that you usually use to manage a process. So super curious. Let me know what you think about this. So as of this week, I've been using Claude Code, and it is mind-blowing. Its grip on the code base and its understanding of the whole project is just next level. I'm currently in the process of figuring out the correct workflow to actually deal with it. I think I'm going to start treating it like a junior developer. So I'm going to create like very, very good and solid issues and then have it work on it and create a merge request. And then I'm just there to like put the pieces together edit a little bit, test, and put it live out there. If that works, this will easily tenfold my productivity as a developer. And seriously, guys, SEO is crushing it, I believe. We've finalized our strategy. First blog post is live. We're going to pick up pace massively for this. So I really think this trajectory here will skyrocket even more. I'll keep you posted. Also, I've mentioned this last week already. We are working on a done for you LinkedIn lead gen service, including content and outreach. And we've dialed in the target audience quite well this week. Here's a very simple flow chart of how the service would work. We help you define your offer, ICP, their pains, dreams, belief gaps, and so on. And this will kick us off into the post-production, which will basically be handled for you. We'll pre-write posts for you on a monthly basis. We're going to pair content in with a human ghostwriter for this. No editing, no nothing. You will have basically the best of both worlds here. At the same time, we'll run an outreach campaign for you based on your ICP. And as a result, you will get a weekly lead list that you can then react to, outreach to. So our idea for this is to just take the pain out of LinkedIn completely for you. And all you have to do is to just jump in and engage with warm leads. Ain't that the dream? Right, guys, I think that's the wrap up for last week. Next week is gonna rock. On Monday, the first weekly reports should go out. So I'm super curious for your feedback. How you like it, if everything works. First time live is always a thrill. Also, we've just deployed the update to the production view with the swim lanes. So also for this, I'm very curious to hear your feedback. Besides that, we're going to continue and work on our SEO. We'll work on the done for you productized service. We will also deploy a fact checker agent that works for you in the background. Basically, it will fact check every post before it's written. Sometimes AI would just claim, last week I closed a 100K deal, which is probably not true for you, right? So the fact checker is there to catch those and make sure to use stuff that makes sense. And we're also heavily updating the idea generation and make sure that we get an even bigger variety in the ideas out of the AI. So stay tuned for that. 2 ways we can help you grow on LinkedIn. Try Content In. It takes away 90% of the content hustle, and it comes with a 14-day free trial. If those last 10% are still too much for you, reach out regarding that done for you service that we're working on. Send me a DM and I'll put you on the waitlist and you'll be the first to know when we go live. Off to more coding. Speak soon.